What the fuck? What up, gang? This is Mr. 45 Peanut with another podcast show coming right back at you. I got 3 special guests with me today. 2 of them you already know. One of them you're just going to meet today. And the first special guest is beautiful Shayla.
Hello, everyone.
The second one is Jamel. The third one is E-Rock.
How y'all doing?
All right, today's discussion, we're going to be talking about relationships. You done heard us go through it on the men's side, so today we're going to discuss on the women's side, how they think and, you know what I'm saying, the things that they go through. All right, so we'll let you start it off. So you was in, how long was your relationship?
It was almost a year, about 9 months to a year.
Okay, and how long have you been broken up?
It's just been about a week and a half.
A week and a half?
Mm-hmm.
Has he contacted you or anything?
No, it hasn't been any contact.
So have you tried to contact him?
I've texted, not necessarily expecting a response, but just to, clarify like things that I found out on the back end.
Right, and he wasn't willing to talk about it, clarify it.
No. Mm-mm.
Is this a person that you work with or somebody you met at Walmart?
I met this person at work almost 3 years ago. So we were friends for about a full year, and then dated close to about a year.
So when you first started dating, were there any red flags?
I would say early on, no. Honestly, I would say things got a little iffy. I would say maybe about a month ago, which, I'm okay with uncomfortable conversations. So I kind of addressed it head on, and I was told that, it was personal issues, nothing with me, not that, he wanted to be done or anything like that, so I feel confident in that. And then, got ghosted about a week later after having a face-to-face.
So women actually get ghosted too. It ain't just a man's thing.
I guess so, yeah. I think for some people it's just easier, They don't know how to talk. They don't want to conversate. It's just easier just to, cut ties.
Let me say something. Whenever we're in the tech world, we're dealing with text messaging and stuff like that, we can hide behind a lot of that stuff. We use social media and your phone and things like that, you know what I'm saying? So sometimes it gets easier and more comfortable to do that, you know what I mean?
What, to hide behind your phone?
Yeah, like basically. For some people, not for me. I like to call somebody on the phone.
I mean, it is weak, however, but we work together though, so we still see each other face to face.
Do y'all text each other while y'all in the same room type thing?
We used to, yeah. That's all that ended.
But then since it ended, it hasn't been none of that.
Nothing. And even like the face to face, like he definitely avoids me, like for sure. So no.
So has that made your work environment uncomfortable to where it's difficult for you to still do your job?
I wouldn't say necessarily difficult, but there's some moments of tension or uncomfortability for sure, you know, but it's not consistent, no.
It might be like you don't know what people are saying behind your back type stuff.
I mean, honestly, I wouldn't even too much be worried about that because not everyone knew about our situation. Because we worked together, we didn't necessarily want to just public notice. But there are a few people that, did know. But yeah.
Did y'all put it on social media or was it just like a private love?
Probably more private, yeah. No social media. Mm-mm.
He didn't post no pictures of you or nothing?
No, we didn't post each other at all.
What? Then nobody would know y'all was together then, pretty much. Almost.
I mean, outside of the people that we had that were mutual friends, yeah. Mm-hmm. But I mean, we did like at least, got to the point of like our children. So I felt like, that was important.
He had children too?
Yeah, he has 5 and I have 3, so,
Hey, Papa with the
There's a red
Rolling
flag in my
Stone. Papa with the Rolling Stone.
Matter of fact, this is a checker flag.
Checker flag.
Finish.
The race is over.
But
He had his own tribe.
Hey man, God bless the kids though. You know,
Yeah,
I'm just joking.
so did y'all mix the kids? Did the kids get to play with each other and have fun, or was that off limits?
we didn't. I would say we didn't necessarily get to that point with all of the children, but actually, like 2 of our daughters attend school together, so it happened.
So it's
On its
gonna go.
own.
It's gonna go even deeper.
Yeah, so but I met his, when I would go spend time with him, and then sometimes my kids would come to work with me, so he would meet them,
Right,
that
right.
way. So yeah.
Okay. Now, I'm glad to have you on here,
I'm
right?
glad to
Because
be here.
I need you to answer a lot of these questions for my man right beside you. You know what I'm saying? Because I can't keep watching these breakup, dating podcast shows and all. I mean, I'm getting very good at it, but
Hold on,
man,
man. Can you pour my man a shot right quick? I'm gonna take this toast with my man right quick. Go ahead and pour him a shot before you start grilling in on him.
we ain't even gonna grill in on. What I'm
Good one.
saying is, right? I mean, I've been learning a lot, and he's had a lot of questions, right? And sometimes I don't have the answers, and so I will go ahead and try to find out the answers, and send him the videos too as well. You know what I'm saying? To try to help him through whatever he's going through, make his day a lot better.
Okay.
Because when I was going through mine, he was there for me. You know what I'm saying? So we just try to
Yeah.
be there for each other. All right. So, all right. Well, what's your first question that you want to ask?
Alright, so I'm not trying to, I just wanted to know, like, I just went through a situation like yours, with a chick, she kind of acting weird. We broke up. I thought we was gonna get back together. We was broken up for a few months, but then I recently found out that she had a guy. She had a new man that she wasn't trying to tell me about at first. She told me at the last minute, and she would contact me or I'll contact her. We'd be on the phone for about an hour and a half, once or twice a week. I thought we were just taking a break, and so we was going through this, and come to find out she got a man, and the man that she has is a guy that she went out to eat with while we was together. And she told me about it a week later, and so we broke up in early October, and then she was, and like, I just want to know, why do women do that? Like if let's say, like, if a man is if you got a new dude, right? So you don't want to be with this guy. Why are you still talking to this dude? You know what I'm saying? Why are you still talking to this guy? What the hell is that? What is that? Why are you still talking to your old man if you got a new man? Why are you not telling him? Why are you not telling him you got a new man?
Well, I wouldn't even say it's like a female thing. I think it's just certain people. It's either they choose not to be honest. It's hard for them to be honest. And I feel like a lot of people, it's easier for them to just string somebody along and gradually pull away than have those upfront, difficult conversations.
Right.
So you think one of those reasons is because just in case this new person will work out and come back to you?
That too, it could be like a
fallback.
safe place, yeah. But it could also just be, they may feel like they don't know your reaction, or they scared of hurting your feelings, or some people just they don't know how to have those conversations or just choose not to. So it's easier just to string you along and for you to get tired and push them off. That way they didn't have to say anything. And they kind of almost still feel like they're the innocent person. You broke up with them.
Right.
They get to fall back with the new person. And
what if it's not? What if it's not like that? What if she what I'm trying to say? What if she basically y'all broke up, right? For any reason. Y'all broke up for a little reason. And you thought it was just a break. You know what I'm saying? And it's just
Right.
And it's not even. And it's still, she's saying sexual stuff to you. She's still
Right.
telling you she love you. She's still telling you she don't want you to be with nobody else. I just trying to get that through my head, try to understand why a woman would do that. You know what I'm saying?
it's people, they do that,
Yeah, well,
and they're
people in
just
general.
selfish. Like I
Selfish.
said, it's one for them to feel safe. They kind of, like they say, what people can have their cake and eat it too.
Yeah.
That's kind of what it is. Like, they've had you, they know what you're about. Now they got this new thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's fun, it's new, but it's iffy. So they're kind of playing both sides.
Okay.
Until they know what they want to do. Instead of telling you, hey, I got this going on. I don't know how it's going to go. Do you want to be open now? What do you want to do? Do you want to cut me off? Like, instead of giving you your chance to, like, make an honest decision, they're being deceitful for their own selfish purposes.
Let me ask you another question.
Mm-hmm.
If, let's say, one day, y'all back, the person you broke up with is back talking for 2 days straight. She's saying sexual stuff to you. She's telling you she miss you, she love you. You know what I'm saying? And so it's almost like y'all back together, y'all talking on the phone all day. Y'all keep calling each other like y'all used to. But then something happened and something happened, like her auntie pretty much messed it up. Something happened that messed it up, right? And so y'all stopped talking. That y'all cut back off that day. Does that mean that she basically was going to get back with me, or what does that mean? And then, but the next day, the guy that she's with now, the very next day after it was like me and her back together, the guy that she's with now posted pictures of them two together. What is that about?
That's either like she got unsure with him, like for whatever reason, like she felt insecure and you're her safe place, or maybe she just wanted to have sex again, honestly. Because I feel like I've had that situation with me, and like we may have, you got ghosted or you kind of drifted apart, and then boom, you back talking real quick, you link up, and then nothing.
It's over.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden you go back to being ghosted again.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe she do bring it up. So maybe she missed the empty that
what it
she
was.
Could have missed you, or she may be one of the last round. Like, you just never know. Honestly, it's hard to say specifically since I don't know her, but it's various reasons, But and it could, like I said, it could have been more of insecurity with this guy. Maybe they had an argument or something, so she like, whatever. Like, I'm gonna go talk to him real quick, and then they made up, and that's why you see the pictures, like
because he got scared.
See the pictures because they made up.
Yeah. Maybe they were into it the day she reached out to you. That could be the thing.
And
Peyton did something to make up to her, and then boom, now she's back with him. You cut off, like it. But that's not to say that it's just a possibility.
Yeah, you can always. They say that you always have a possibility of getting back with your ex, right? Mm-hmm. I've been watching those podcasts trying to come up with the information for you, and there's been people on there that's been going 10 years, bro. 6 years. Do you think they're gonna come back? Do you think they're gonna get back with me? I was like, 10 years? You still holding on to that?
Yeah.
Why would you?
That's too long. It's too long. So the next question would be like, how long are you willing to wait?
I'm not gonna wait on her anymore. Like I was going to, because I was with her. The thing about it, man, is that me and her was together almost 3 years, man. We was together almost 3 years, and it was so much. We spent at least 5 days a week hanging out together. We was on a phone 24/7 with each other. I'll be at work with her feeding a resident, and I'll be on the phone with her. I'll go to the bathroom, call her. I just had to be on the phone with her all day, every day. We was either on the phone or we was together, spending time together. And that's the thing that's so messed up, is for you to move on to another dude that fast. You know what I'm saying? After me and you, you know what I'm saying? And it's so messed up. It's like it's messed up to me, because it's like dang, that's like that 3 years don't mean shit. You know what I'm saying?
It's messed up, but sometimes it's just the excitement because it's new, and then typically it's not gonna stay like that, and she'll probably be reaching back out.
And by that time, I'm not gonna want her anymore.
That's how it goes.
That happened multiple. It happened multiple.
That's how it goes.
That happened multiple times to me before. Like I would women always try to come back to me after I done moved on, and then when somebody do you wrong like that, when you fully move on, that's when you see that karma.
Yeah.
It's this chick recently, about a week ago, I told him about it. This chick I dated back in 2019. She wasn't my type or nothing. I just dated her because people talked me into. I didn't really date her. I just wanted a couple of days for it, just because people talked me into doing it. And I realized going on the few dates with her, hanging out with her a little bit. I realized the type of chick she was. She was trying to play me. She was trying to do all this and that. And so she tried to get back with me. Like a week and a half ago, she tried to, and she talked about, I'm about to have my baby in a few weeks. She's trying to be stepdaddy. And all this like oh some crazy stuff. And so I'm like,
everybody's like,
I'm like,
Right.
I'm like, what the hell? I'm like, if you think that I would give you a chance, a time of day, you are sick in the fucking head. You know what I'm saying? That's what I thought. And so I'm like, and so she tried to get back with, and it's just like, it's just like, she called me a few times and she talk about, cause I'm the only dude she ever had that actually took her on dates, got her something for Valentine's Day. You know what I'm saying? When we dated around, like I was the only guy who actually treated her as a person.
Yeah.
And she talk about, oh, you spoiled me. You spoiled me because I took her on dates. I'm like that seems normal to take a woman on a date. You know what I'm saying?
It's supposed to be a norm, but not for everybody.
That'd be the next question right there. Do you feel like now that you didn't let it all out and everything like that, you didn't have time to think about it, right?
Yeah.
Do you think that you was more invested in a relationship than that person?
Probably was, man. It's just, I probably was more invested in her, man, because I think that her mind wandered. I think she's like, because I'm gonna be real, man. When I was with this chick, I would she would like check out other dudes in front of me and stuff. You know what I'm saying? And
That's different.
I think that her mind. I think
Also,
she wasn't ready, really. You know, I was really just trying to give her the benefit of the doubt, and she wasn't ready to be in a relationship. You know, I don't think she was, and you know, she kind of seemed a little promiscuous. You know, so I was down for a female that that wasn't worth being down for. You know, I took her to I was taking her on trips, took her to Galveston, spent $1,000 a day there. She'd go out of town with her homegirls. I gave her $700 like just to spend on drinks and food. Like
We had to have a drink to that one.
Right.
I was like, yeah, I was down, but it was the wrong chick.
hey,
Man.
can you take me out, nigga? I need to go on a trip. I'll make sure you have a good time.
But
It ain't
You
like
won't
that,
have to
no
spend
homo.
$1,000 a day, I promise.
Yeah.
Wow.
But the question for you too, Shayla, do you feel like you was more invested in that relationship than that person was?
In the beginning, I feel like it was equal, but I would say midway towards the end, I probably was overcompensating for sure. Yeah.
Right, because I think that's the reason why they're so quick to ghost. You know what I'm saying? Because they're not fully invested. Like they always had one foot in and one foot out the door.
Right.
Because they was like just seeing what they, not necessarily seeing what they could get, but they knew that they weren't gonna be there for a long ride.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And honestly, I feel like if people just communicate that, like, you know, things could be worked out if people would just be honest, communicate, like, just say what you really want, what you really feel straight out the gate, you know, and over time things may change and then you talk about that. But just being honest up front, a lot of things could be avoided, you know, but.
Yeah, because it's like whenever they do want to come back, that is going to have to be brought up. It's going to have to, it can't be just swept underneath the rug like it never happened. Like those issues have to be brought up and y'all have to work through them in order for there to even be a future.
Right, and that takes maturity and it takes both people, and typically that's not how it works out, you know?
So now, have you been on the other spectrum where you was the one that wasn't so fully invested and you ghosted a person, you know, you did the things that's happening to you, you did to someone else?
I would say not in the same fashion, but I would say, you know, I have a hard time getting even past like the texting point with a man because I feel like I get bored fast, you know.
I think that's a woman's thing or something. Y'all get bored. So when you get bored, how do you conquer this boredom? Because we hear this a lot as a man, I'm bored, you know what I'm saying? But we don't ever know what it truly means. Like you bored, you need to go out.
Maybe I should rephrase. Maybe I should say I'm not that interested. So it doesn't progress past the first, you know, couple weeks with a lot of guys, you know, maybe because your conversation, like that's how it's going to start. Conversation, then you're going to go on dates, start spending time, and then from there, usually
build it up.
I'm sorry. I just want to say that everything she's saying is right, and not to interrupt y'all, but a lot of times I've learned that if you don't have the conversation, or you don't have the camaraderie, or y'all not compatible. When you get into conversation, women are intellectual first type thing. So if you if you thinking sex or whatever like that, your mind is not going to be in, especially if you one on one. So it's easier to get on the phones for guys. If one on one with a woman and she's trying to talk to you, you might be thinking sex, and you're not gonna be blah. So when you texting or when you conversate on the phone, maybe it's a shield there. She wants to kind of screen you a little bit, and you can screen her too. Nothing wrong with that.
Right.
But I think sometimes we get lost in the sauce with we thinking one track minded type deal, and they're thinking, well, what's the future gonna be like?
Right.
Now, they're not saying that to you, but they want to ask you a few questions, kind of like an interview. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Or they're with you and they're watching you, trying to see how you handle your finances.
Right.
How do you work under pressure?
Right.
But then the question is, like, when you go through those difficulties, right, you lose your job, or you're not making as much, you know what I'm saying, you lose that prestige that you once had in a relationship. You know what I'm saying? That, I think that's also a frame of when women start losing attraction for you, because you're not the same person that they had or that they was once with. You know what I'm saying? You're not making the same amount of money. Now you got to spend more time at work just to bring in that same amount of money. And then that's leaving the door open for somebody else that's had time to just deal with themselves and build themselves, to come in and swoop you off your feet and give you for X amount of months, years, whatever, what you want.
Message.
I mean, true. However, I think it depends on, like you said, how invested they both are, because if you really love somebody, you're really committed. Just because they have to take a job with less money or they have to pick up more hours doesn't mean your love for them is gonna change. Like, honestly, I would love my man more because he's going harder for us, but if you're only in it for his money, or you're only in it because you want somebody up under you, then yeah, definitely.
It depends on the person.
Right.
But society, you know what I'm saying, the statistics show.
And that was another thing I wanted to say when I was talking about it. A friend of mine once said something about people. She's mentioned that. She said that.
Right.
People, it's a people thing. Yeah. People do what people do. So what that means is that we get caught up in doing what everybody else is doing. Long story short, I don't know the proper way to say it, but we get caught up in society. What society is doing, and these trends and stuff like that. Even if it's we gonna get over on the men, or vice versa, or whatever.
The city girl movement,
all that good stuff, and it can go on and on until the end of the eternity. You know what I'm saying? So that's one thing that I look at, and also I know this is gonna sound messed up, but with the homosexuality. Sometimes with women, I see that the women been treated a certain way by men, and it'd be so bad that they feel like they need to venture out, or they might find some love, and it doesn't matter what form it comes in, that. But at the same time, sometimes it'd be like, let me try something different.
Yeah. That's when you get dating different races.
If you get into the whole, I'm not attracted, or I'm not interested, or it's long story saying, you ain't got no conversation. I need a little bit more conversation. Maybe this woman or this man or whoever it is, they have the compatibility with that person. And I think sometimes women or men, they just like, man, I'm just not compatible. I can have sex all day long.
Right.
You know what I mean?
But I won't have that marriage or that
long term.
So, is there anything else you would like to ask her, Jamel and Mel? Because we're about to switch to BYOB. Be your own boss, so we can talk about business moves.
One more thing. I said, like, what reason will a female, if she has a man now that she's not telling you about, right?
Speak a little louder.
All right, let's say if a female got a man that she's not telling you about yet, right? And what reason will she tell you that if you heal, I will give you another chance? Why would she tell you that?
look, I think she done told this one before a couple times.
No,
You ain't never told that one.
It's bullshit. That's all. It's just stringing you along. That's all. What do you need to heal from? From what she did to you. So you're gonna heal from what she did to you and come back to her. What purpose?
So that's just so it's pretty much just stringing me along like she's gonna keep me as a backup man as long as she can.
She's just telling you
Yep,
something nice in the moment to smooth it over. That's it.
She just don't want to
That's
hurt you
no
no
meaning
more.
behind it. It sounds good. It sounds sweet.
What is she stringing along? Like what is the reason? What is her goal to string me along for? What is
Just
her
to
goal?
keep you like this.
Maybe for later on. If this other guy doesn't work out, maybe for later.
Exactly.
Or honestly, like I said, just in that moment, so she doesn't seem like the bad guy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because she is kind of narcissist. My sister and my mama told me that she probably could be diagnosed as a narcissist. So that's probably is what she is.
There's a lot of them out there.
I think sometimes, like she said, if someone wants to lie or something like that, they don't want to hurt the person's feelings. I think you're a genuine guy, and you just told us what you did for her. So she's thinking about that when she got this other dude. Maybe it's better for her because it's something new, something like that. But yeah, the string along is a thing.
Maybe
it's
it's
like
the
a
money.
yo-yo thing.
Yeah,
Maybe it
Yeah.
could be money.
The yin yang effect. Yeah.
It could be money, but I think sometimes women will try to let you know, I just want you to take care of me. It's not about the money, but you do certain things for me, but there's things I don't like. So she could be literally weighing out her options and kind of just chime in on Peanut and when the thing that he went through is like that too, because she was kind of doing that back and forth thing, and I was telling them it's a string along type deal. Whoever she with, even if she's not with somebody, she's gonna remember what you did for her. She's gonna contact you, or you contact her. She's eventually gonna answer the phone. It might be something on her mind where she missed you, or she missed certain things. And then it gets to talking, and then it's like,
because
come back, and it's like,
every time I contact her, she answers the phone. We talk on the phone for an hour and a half.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
she shouldn't do that.
Yeah, but when you talking to her on the phone, have you ever said, I want to see you face to face?
Not really.
That's what you should have been doing. You was being a phone buddy, a little. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be a phone buddy. If you want to be with a person, you gotta see them face to face. That way you can see their actions face to face.
So basically, what both of
It's
y'all
like
are saying to
texting.
me
Yeah.
is that she don't have no more feelings for me. She's just trying to let me off. So
I mean,
I
she
don't know
might.
about
She
feelings.
might
She
have
might
feelings for you.
but like, I mean, she's done right now.
Right.
And she may be trying to smooth it over to save you for later.
But I feel like I really do feel like if her and the dude don't work out, then she will try to come back to me.
Yeah.
But it could be a rebound temporary,
Yeah. Or
not long term.
or you can end up being the rebound. You see what I'm
That's what I'm
saying?
saying.
That's what
I
I'm
would
saying.
be the test.
Yeah, you could.
I mean,
Or it could teach her a lesson. You just don't know. You would have to gauge if she's grown as a woman when she comes back.
Right.
And if you're content with working it out.
now, are you willing to like,
No.
or
Now I
See?
think about it, whenever I first, like when she first told me about a week and a half ago that she had a dude for that next week, I really was like trying to I really was thinking like I need to get my girl back, you know, because she was on the phone with me telling me she loved me, she don't want me to be with nobody else. So I'm thinking like, and she telling me that if I heal, she'll give me a chance and this and that, and she wants to be with me and all this. So I'm thinking that, so in my mind, I'm thinking like I need to get my girl back, you know. I love this girl because I was so in love with her, you know what I'm saying? And so, but now it's like she's with a whole new dude, you know what I'm saying? And that's the thing that's the two things that's fucked up about it. Number one, she wasn't telling me she was with this dude that while she was with him for 3 months.
yeah.
And even when I asked him, I was like, is it this dude? She's no, you know, she always lies. She's a real bad liar, manipulator. And then
That's a given.
And then the main thing is this dude you with now is the dude that you went on a date with while me and you was together. You went and ate with.
So he's pretty much been around.
Right, that's what I was gonna
Yeah,
say.
she planted the seed a long time ago.
Yes.
Now
Yeah,
the tree
he's
just
been
grew.
around.
But hey, and the thing that's crazier is like 2-3 months before she asked me, can she go on a date with this dude? And I said no. It was a whole nother dude she asked me, can she go to his house and eat? You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, she probably went there anyway.
Yeah.
So she probably went there. You know what I'm saying?
Why she asked?
Ebron got something put on that one.
Nah, it's like this, man. Ah, damn, it's so deep. The whole thing, the angle with that is, and I don't know how old she is. I think that the new age woman is going to fire all cylinders type deal. Because the reason why I say that is because they're gonna come at you and give you honesty. They're gonna, even though you said she lied, they're gonna want to experiment. It's different. It's like the whole think like a man thing. Right?
Yeah.
The whole think like a man thing is a thing. I don't care what nobody say, because we push women to do what we do. You know,
What
it's just a
men do.
slap back in our face. And then good guys like us,
Yeah.
we get kind of, you know what I'm saying, get tossed around in the garbage disposal type shit because we've made mistakes. We're human. We're men.
Right.
Yeah.
So women have to no offense, women have to understand, and some of them do understand that we men. They also overthink it to where they're like, I get it, he's gonna do what he do, but let me do this because if he can do it, why come I can't do it
too?
So they've already passed the understanding part.
Right.
They understand, but then they're going over that think like a man type deal. Sometimes that's what I'm saying.
See, it's some other crazy stuff that I could tell you. I want to ask y'all about this, but probably not on the podcast. Like stuff that she did that was really fucking crazy. I told him about that today. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's I don't know. It's some crazy stuff, man. It's just like he said that. Yeah, I should have left a long time ago, huh? Like the stuff I told him, man, it's crazy.
She's still in the experimenting stage, brother. And if you want to settle down with an experimenting stage type woman,
You
it
gotta
ain't
get your
that
heart
she's
broken.
mature or immature. That's just what she's deciding to do. She's deciding to keep you. You have good qualities. You have a job, clean cut, whatever. But it's something that she wants. I'm assuming the other
something
dude.
more.
I'm
Something
assuming the
more.
other dude rough around the edges.
Nah,
He
he's a rich guy. He's a rich guy.
Okay. Well, and it ain't about money then, because you still took care of her. Maybe she's trying to see if her options are going up.
Yeah, but maybe
that
or-
1% man. She wants that 1%.
Maybe-
Yeah, she's trying to see if she can go up even higher than that.
Maybe it's the experiment.
Play in the field.
Maybe when she came back to me that day, maybe she wanted me. She tried to switch around. Maybe she wanted me to be the side dude now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, basically.
That's
One
what-
side
To
dude.
see if you're okay.
Yeah, see if you're okay with
It
being
makes sense to say it like
That's
that.
probably what she
That
wanted.
is exactly
Yeah.
what that is.
She want to see what your
Yeah.
response would be.
Yeah, she
And but she's manipulative. That's all that
You can
is.
tell,
yeah,
right.
That's it.
Yeah, everybody told me that, man. She's manipulated from the beginning. She lied to me, man. Told me that she only slept with one dude before me, and it was 2 months before me, but really she was sleeping with somebody else.
They
But
say
like
that's
virginity,
like
like-
always a lie. They always say one.
Yeah.
It's always more than one.
You say they say you got to multiply that by 10.
Yeah, she told me when she got drunk one
By
day.
10.
She got drunk
Just
one
to get
day.
a rough
Brother, it's
estimate.
whatever,
That's
it's whatever
extreme.
time one. Whatever they did time one.
Yeah, but she tried to tell me one day. She got drunk one day, and like when she get drunk, she used to spill stuff.
The truth
she
comes
told me,
out when you get
she told me
drunk.
one day, like
She's a truthful person. You
Yeah.
I really had
Like
sex
a
with this many people.
rerun.
You know what I'm saying? And then I said, huh? And she was like, see your reply? She was like, what does it matter how many dudes a woman slept with?
I need a shot for that one. Ooh,
And I was like, huh? And she's like, no, really, I really did only have sleep with one dude.
Can I-
She see my response.
Can I
Like,
say
you know what I'm
something?
saying? So I'm like, nah, you just told the truth. You know what I'm saying?
Let
I
me-
mean, so I feel like, okay, depending on the age, right?
Right.
Because things happen. We go through phases. The whole thing is be honest. I mean,
Yeah, don't.
because I wouldn't say like,
Yeah,
okay,
it's
an
time.
extreme
It's the
number
time.
is one thing, but we all experiment. We all have fun. We all have, short-term relationships. Some people have overnight stands. Like that's a part of life.
But this is the thing about
I think I'm talking too much. But you
No. This is your part. You and her are conversating.
Yeah,
she's
we
giving
want
you
to
advice.
we wanted you
And it's
to
good.
get this out because
Mhm.
I can't keep watching these breakup dating show advice and all. Man, I'm getting burnt out, man. I've got so much other stuff on my mind, but I want to be able to help you and I want to be able to help my situation too, right? And the fact that she went through some of the similar things that we went through as a woman, because I was trying to bring on the female that did the ghosting, that did everything, so then we could have got it from that angle. You know what I'm saying? But some point in time in our lives, we've been on both sides, right? We've been the ghoster, and then we've been the one getting ghosted. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Just like you said with old girl that's chasing you. You don't want her. You don't want nothing to do with her. You tell her da-da-da. Just like you're the one that you love. You know what I'm saying? That girl could possibly be fucking head over heels for you. And then you just fucking just shoving her face in that dirt. You know what I'm saying?
Who?
The girl, the one with the kids that say, well, you gonna be the baby daddy and you gonna
Nah,
take
she
care
ain't
of the
head
kid.
over heels for me now.
Alright. But, you know, we just go.
Can I
through
ask
that.
a question
Huh?
to the lady?
Yeah.
I said she's looking for security.
I need to ask a
Who you
question.
talking about? My ex?
The one with the baby.
The one with the baby.
So
Yeah.
you already answered my question, never mind.
Well,
You sure?
I was gonna ask the lady.
so I
Go
got.
ahead.
Let me break that down because you know this is one of my questions.
Alright.
In a situation, goddamn, this shit ain't that serious.
That's serious. Go ahead, have another little sip.
If you have a child and you're dating a man,
Mm-hmm.
every woman's different. Every mother's different. You know, some
Mhm.
mothers are struggling, some mothers is knocking shit out.
Right.
And if you go to date, the ones that are knocking shit out, I notice, I'm just an assumption, the ones that are knocking shit out, they are privy, like they are, not privy, they are skeptical on who they date.
Mm-hmm.
Who they
So
bring
because
around
they
the kids.
got a good thing going with the kids, so if I say they got 3, 4, 5 kids, right?
Mm-hmm.
They are, I know a girl, she had 4 kids or whatever, and she was just really skeptical on who she dated.
Mm-hmm.
And she might just want sex, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Stuff like that. So
Right.
my question is, whenever you have a kid, if you have a situation where you're struggling,
Mm-hmm.
do you desperately seek for sugar daddy, or do you go and just get it in and work as hard as you can,
Mm-hmm.
or do you find a guy that you think would be good fit for your child,
Mhm.
but you really ain't feeling them like
He's gonna be the father
you want to
figure.
do shit, but you ain't really like you said.
You
Y'all ain't
settle
compatible.
them pretty much.
Yeah, but you settling for somebody that is good fit for your kid in the situation because you don't want to keep looking.
Mm-hmm. Convenience.
Yeah,
Right.
you want convenience.
Mhm.
So is there a certain time where you kind of like, well, this my kid likes this?
So, okay. I can only speak for me.
Okay.
For me, I'm skeptical who I bring my children around.
Right.
So I'm gonna get to know you, see how you are before that even plays out. But no, I'm never desperate enough to just settle because my kid likes you.
Right.
Or because you can provide for us, but I don't like you in all aspects. No.
So you're
So-
a real woman. You just
You're a
I
real
mean,
woman.
I'm 33. I've been working since I was 14. Like,
Right.
I know
But
how to-
sometimes times get rough. You know what I'm saying? And I understand
Ain't
that.
never, never. I
But
mean,
I
you pick up
hear a
another
lot.
job, you
I
know.
hear a
But I
lot.
do
I
know
hear-
other women that have.
Yeah, I hear a lot about this whole sugar daddy thing, and I got to.
But I mean, sugar daddy,
uh,
but a sugar, it depends. Because I know people that have sugar daddies with no sugar. All they want is companionship. And to me, that's like a job.
Right.
So
if
that's
you-
cool to do that. I mean,
If that's what some people do, but I think it's wrong when you decide to be with this man only because what he can do for you and not because you truly feel like you could be with him.
So if I feel like it's not, like I'm already in the back of my mind, feel like it's probably not what you really want.
Mhm.
Why are you stringing me along? And then you getting me to like the child or be
Mhm.
with the child or everything's copacetic with the child, which that's cool. Because I've been watching a lot of them damn Steve Wilkos and all the Coronos. I've been off of work, so I've been watching that. And it seems like a lot of times that's what it's just like, well, this gotta be your kid because he like you. And then he look like you. And he just kid, and then it's like he's not the baby daddy. That's not my situation, but I'm saying
Mhm.
he's not the baby daddy, and it's kinda like they upset because they kinda had something going. The kid
Yeah.
actually liked them. So it's
Have an
sometimes
emotional bond.
Sometimes you gotta be. My point is what you said. You have to be careful. You have to fight if you have to, because your kid is always gonna remember that. And if that man feels that way, and he's feeling like me and you ain't working out, then the kid don't have no daddy.
Yeah, or
type
they're
shit.
gonna get
Yeah.
used to several daddies
Right.
coming and going.
After that,
Yeah, and I mean, I know some people like that too. You know, they feel like they gotta have a man there, so it's consistent relationship after relationship, and the kids calling everybody
Right.
daddy. You know,
Right,
Yeah.
right. And that's just like that's a general. That's not me. That's just a general
Mm-hmm.
question. But with you, like I said before, with the good qualities, that sometimes a woman will use you as I always use this term loosely, as a credit card. So I'll pull you out anytime, and then you do become the side dude. But sometimes side dudes are good, and then side dudes are in the same box with the sugar daddies. And the daddies with no sugar. They're in the same
category.
Because sometimes a side dude is providing for whatever, whether it's sex or whether it's financial, or I can talk to you on the phone for an hour and a half. The nigga that's knocking that shit out the butt. No, play. He ain't got no conversation, or he don't have the compatibility.
It's whatever they lack. The main man.
She told me like when she finally told me that she had a dude, she said that they don't spend time like we do, like we did, like I guess that's what she missed, like they don't. She said that they don't spend time together and they don't talk on the phone like that, like we did. I guess that might be what she missed about me. And she said that
that's kind of hard though.
Yeah,
I don't know if you should wait for her, but she kind of. And that's another thing, man. If you waiting, we ain't got time to wait.
Let me ask y'all this.
You got time to hang out, and then when I feel like it, I'm gonna come back.
What about blowing the person up?
I ain't doing it, but I've had it done to me.
So alright, since you had it done to you, right? I mean, we all guys have definitely been on that spectrum of blowing a woman up. Especially when we feel like it's over, it's getting ready to be over, or there's another man, right? So.
Not right now.
You straight?
I'm getting a little buzz.
So.
You talking about it now?
How did it make you feel? How does it make a woman feel whenever a man is blowing you up like that?
I mean, typically it's only happened to me when he feels guilty about something, or he feels like I'm about to be done. I am done. It's usually a try to, to make up. I don't know. I mean, by then,
did you take it like, he's lost? Did the person lose attraction in your eyes for blowing you up, for being so needy, as they call it?
No, it irritated me, honestly, because if we're at that point and I don't want to talk to you, then, like, it's beyond that. Okay. Why didn't you do this beforehand?
Right.
So
when it gets to that point, you might as well, I guess that's when the no contact and all that stuff comes into play that they be talking about. Right,
yeah.
Because I wanted to ask that question, because as men, we go through that a lot, to where whenever the relationship is, definitely whenever the relationship is about to end, because I think we just know inside, like, dang, yeah, she's seeing somebody else. It's like something's telling you, oh, she's out there right now seeing somebody, and she's not answering the phone, and that it seems like that's when the whole relationship takes that left.
So women have intuition. When they know things are not right, and they have to deal with that umbrella. We have that. We have somewhere to make them not answer their phone, so we start thinking, and then we start panicking. Not panicking, but we start, and the anxiety gets real high. Like, man, she didn't answer the phone. And so we think that she's doing something, but most of the time, I think that they are ignoring it because I know from experience that I've seen, oh, you just ignoring the stuff. You're not actually like, oh, turning it off, like, you know what I mean? Like we think that they're doing something in that moment because we really we start overthinking, and we really have our anxiety on that situation. Because let's keep it real, men have a problem with women cheating on them to the point where it rages us. Women rage too. Right. But then they kind of they know how to deal with the situation a little bit better.
That's because they always got, like, they know they can get somebody else within 30 minutes or an hour. They can have.
You think that's why they're calmer about it?
Pretty much, I think so. Because I mean, if your stakes is always going to be high, your value is always high, and you can always have another person at a snap of the wrist, right?
Well, nowadays, yeah, but before,
I mean, because that's what we're in.
I mean, you could,
we're
but it's a
in
little,
nowadays because this is
right.
what we're in.
Nowadays,
this is
I
why
think
we're
it's more, yeah.
So like, let me ask you. So, cause I have like, let's say like, if a woman really is done with you and don't want nothing to do with you, she's in a relationship. She will block you if you call her from another number, or message from another. She will block that number. If you call on Cash App, email, she's gonna block you on that.
Not necessarily.
No,
She gonna get tired of doing all that damn
Not
work.
necessarily, but that don't mean she gonna answer.
I'm
You
just
don't
saying,
have to
like,
do the blocking.
yeah, I'm just saying, like if a woman's done with you, she's not gonna answer. She's not. If she don't want to talk to you, she's not going to talk to you.
yeah,
Right.
but if
True.
you keep calling her, she's gonna eventually be like, "What the hell you want?"
No, I'm saying like, so why?
Maybe not though.
Mm,
That,
I mean,
that could be a
She'll have to
restraining
block her.
order.
There's no other way,
That
right?
could be a
It
restraining
depends,
order
because
to
she
me.
could just feel like, okay, well, it could still be like some type of attachment, but not the same way.
Right.
That
It could be
doesn't
a
mean
trauma
it-
bond attachment.
I think that's guilt,
or
on her.
just-
I think that's guilt.
I mean, some people, yeah, I mean, to
With
me,
her,
it could
I
be
think it's
just like,
Why she keep answering?
For real? Like
Yeah.
she feel bad for leaving for somebody
Yeah.
else.
Yeah, because if she's not gonna answer, man, they'll go. I've called somebody a lot of times and didn't answer.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like to the point where the phone go off. Like my phone was talking to me saying shit I ain't never heard a phone say. Like when you call them and it picks up, it's like, nigga, she ain't trying to talk to you. Or
It's
like,
over.
Remember, it's like all kind of different messages. Like I thought it was supposed to be like, this number is something.
So when a woman
they trying to shut you down, bro. They're pushing all kinds of buttons.
Yeah, they
But
saying
when
it's
God
over,
damn,
it's
nigga,
over, it's
quit
over,
calling
nigga,
me.
it's over.
So if you calling them excessively,
No, I'm not talking. I'm talking about if you call, like every time you call them. Let's say you call them twice a week, and every time you call them, they answer, and they miss your
they
phone call.
engage you.
I mean,
Yeah,
but
and if you miss a phone call, they will call you back.
which
Yeah,
is the answer
but
that is weird. I would
you
expect
could
her to
just
not
be a
answer.
pen pal. You just decide, dude, once again, because she's not
She's
making no effort to see you. She's not putting no investment.
She's just talking to you.
Yeah, it's
Right.
just talk.
And she just
Right.
said that they not spending the time that y'all used to, so you know she
Yeah.
can still
So
get that
she
from you,
playing
and
the
she's getting
field.
everything
Yeah.
else from him.
She
But
play-
that's just like, but that's
She
the
playing
thing,
defense
though.
and offense.
Like it bothers me because I feel like this day and age, like if you're
Mhm.
honest with people, you can honestly play the field
Yeah,
and have all of that
Mhm.
honestly. Like people respect you more for being upfront
Honest,
and
yeah.
saying, hey, like, yeah, I got this going on. You decide if you want to deal
I
with me
think
or
she's
not.
one
Like,
foot in and one foot out with this situation. I think
Yeah.
she's kind of.
Mhm.
I actually give her not props because I don't know her, and I hate what
Give
she's
her
doing
props.
to you, bro. But she's trying to be honest as much as she can, but not everybody is strong like that.
Mhm.
Not every like she just said, like, why don't people just? Not everybody can do that.
So
Like,
you think my ex is being honest with me?
she's trying to. I'm sorry. She's trying to play the field type of thing.
yeah.
She's trying to see what her options is. I don't know
Yeah.
how old she is, but does she have kids?
No.
Okay.
Well, she definitely playing the field.
So you got to
So
decide.
you think that she's dating around?
She could
She's
just be
not.
dating one
She
person.
couldn't be. She's probably not like that. But
But-
we're in Oklahoma. You're in a big city. You can move around.
Yeah.
In Oklahoma, you gotta be careful with that. There's no speed dating in Oklahoma. So what you do is that you find somebody, and if you like them, you get attached to them, and then you see how they're gonna work. I'm saying she's playing the field like she's playing him and you.
She's playing him and me.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
she's trying to see which one she
Wants the most.
Yeah.
Which one's going? Which
and then
one's
she
gonna
could
tip
choose
over?
one for a temporary, and then there could be another one.
She
You
could
know,
talk to
she's
you on the
not
phone
ready
and-
to.
But if she could have both of y'all, that'd be even better.
So you saying that if
That's how she
if
looking
she
at it.
drop one of us, it could be she could pick up another guy. Too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Some people just openly
Right.
date multiple people at one time,
Yeah,
but
some
she may
people
be
do it.
more
She
like an
multitasking.
exclusive but open. Like
She multitasking.
one relationship, see how it goes. Okay, cool. Next.
That's what she said.
But
too, a
then
couple
some
months ago.
people, it's like I'm dating 2 or 3 people at the same time. They know
It's
about
like
it. We all
juggling, bro.
open, and
At first,
You know,
she just was
the best
fumbling
man
ball.
wins,
Now she
pretty
can
much.
juggle.
So let me ask you this: can
Men
family
do it too.
play a strategic part in keeping the person away from the other person?
Hell, yeah.
depending on the age, I would think so, and how close they are.
If they're younger,
Definitely.
Yeah.
Still living at home, for sure.
type shit.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
But you know, like I know just other like races too, like Hispanic families and other families
big
that are
families.
really, really
they're
close.
family oriented.
Like you may love this person, but if mom and daddy don't approve, I'm so sorry.
Let me tell you, there was a girl on my bus. I think I told my son this joke, and I really liked this Chinese girl, and there wasn't very many Chinese back then. You know what I'm saying? Like where I was at, and I liked her, and I was on the bus. I was like, hey, we get to know you. And she was like, oh no. My parents don't approve of that. I'm sorry, type shit. And I was just like, it was weird to me. But there's traditions that you have to, as black people, white people, whatever color you are, there's nothing wrong with staying with your own race. There's nothing wrong with going outside your race either.
Right.
It's up to that family. However that family want to do that, that's it. And at that time, they were immigrants, probably like 20 years strong. So they was trying to keep their generational wealth or whatever it is. So I can't knock it. When I was a kid, I didn't understand. I'm like, that's prejudice. Why she ain't? And her parents are mad at her. But that's just what they choose. And so some people are, they're told, like in your situation. I told you your situation. Sometimes, if the girl is young and she has a child, but maybe the attachment to the grandparents is so great, they don't want not a mistake, but they don't want something else that would be different outside of what they're used to. They love what they got going right now. Say that the girl had a baby, not your situation, but say the girl had a baby at a young age, and say the grandparents had to raise it, and you know how that should go, or help out. And so what they do is they want to keep her from harm's way. They might not know the new person she's with. It might be a different color. It might be a different nationality. They just really trying to make sure she's walking on eggshells and she can keep her life straight and elevate her. And if she's not communicating, this is somebody I want to be with, and then they're confused. Well, why are you here? Well, I'm gonna go back over there. We ain't doing that in and out shit. Because what's going to happen is you're going to get mad at them again, and you're going to come right back. That's why this stuff is triggered. But anyway, that's what I'm saying. And so we just got to look deep into the families. We can't always assume that families on some bullshit. There'd be trashy families, but at least they family. There'd be poor families, but at least they family. Rich families, but at least they family. Sometimes when they got money and they so separated and they so toxic, it's like, I don't care if y'all got money. I know I got my mom and my daddy. I know I got my cousin, my uncle, my grandmother, and my brother. And I ain't touched on and none of that. You know what I mean? I ain't had no scandals in my family. So I'm blessed for that. And I feel sorry for people that have money or don't or whatever, and they've been abused and shit like that. Because when you're in relationship status, it matters. That's why guys like me and Jamel and Peanut, if we was raised a certain way, we're good guys. And we get into a relationship with a person that might not have been in good graces. So we have to learn how to
mingle around.
All right. Anyway.
All right, now let's get to the BYOB. We done had enough relationship talk. Jamel's about to pass out, ate up all the pretzels in the world, right? And even checked his phone, so he might be looking for some. But BYOB, right? What? And this is be your own boss. You know what I'm saying? We've been preaching this for 2024. The sermon didn't really get out that good because audio was bad, but now we get to put it out there with this.
Thank you. I know y'all done heard me talk. I'm E-Rock, man. Like I said before, and I'll say it again. Happy New Year to everybody. I know this month is almost up with, you know what I mean? But everybody has a New Year's resolution. And my resolution was be my own boss. So BYOB, be your own boss. You brought your own bottle when you went to that, party for New Year's, and Happy New Year to everybody. But after you do a resolution, I'm gonna work out, I'm gonna make my money, I'm gonna do this. My thing for everybody else to encourage them to be your own boss. Whether you are, like me, I have a detail business, but whether you're doing that or you're making t-shirts or you're a manager for an artist or you a female doing hair or you're doing nails. My sister, shout out to my sister, she does nails, so everything is, now everybody has a business and they want to try to do that. But if you're just a person that has a hobby, you can also make that a business. You can also make money off that. We have Uber drivers, we have DoorDash, And during COVID, everybody was at home, and there was only so many essential workers. But some people had to stay at home. They had to figure out how to make income for their families and provide. So, you know, we're in a day and age where we all need to be our own boss, I think, in something. Whether you selling lemonade, I had a Mexican lady, like I said, she used to iron my clothes, you know what I mean? So, you know, podcast is good for that. We always want to promote people's businesses on this platform and stuff like that.
So promote your business.
My business is Lavelle Detail. I clean cars. I have a mobile detail business. I do interior, exterior, you know, stuff like that. When we're done with everything, I'll give you all my handles and everything. But if you are doing a regular job, that's fine. Just find something extra, man. Make you some money. You know what I mean?
All right. What is your business ideas for 2024?
For this year, which honestly it was a vision from last year, I am planning to launch a lingerie line called Forbidden. So
how are you using this?
Thank you.
Now you clap
We
my
gonna laugh
detail.
We're waiting on something to clap about.
Yeah.
You got your commentator outfit on. You ready to go? And this is for news today. Packet.
So what else?
Are you gonna sell that to your line to Victoria Don't Tell Nobody, or are you just gonna keep it to yourself?
It's gonna be for everybody, and it's all inclusive. So
when I come out, I'm coming out with a website, a domain name, and all that stuff. So whenever you do come out, I would love to be able to put that on the peanut.com channel to be able to get some traction for your business and your business as well, Mr. Man. But let me think. What else? Because we didn't talk about a lot of stuff today, right? And I hope that this helps you out a lot. You know what I'm saying, with things that you need to know and everything like that. So you don't just keep jumping down that rabbit hole. You know what I'm saying? We're trying to grow. And I think like after the last
no comment.
I think after the last podcast, you know,
my guy on the mic.
I think from the last podcast, whenever we went to that other podcast and we got to see how they did it, you know what I'm saying? Then we got to talk to the production guy about films and all that stuff. When you announced that that's what you want to do was films. You know, it's like God puts us in strange places, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And God wants everybody to win. Like you're gonna be successful. You know what I'm saying? I wish like sometimes you'd be on here talking about the free schooling that you're doing. You know what I'm saying? To be an IT tech. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people would want to know about that. That's a 6-figure job that you're just leaving up underneath the table to talk about an X. You feel me? That's things that we can be pushing out towards the public, and you know we want to build. We want to build and create. Because at the end of the day, we're men, and that's what men do. We're builders and creators.
not all men.
Not all men, I mean, but the real men.
Women.
The real men, you know what I'm saying?
And women.
Women, yes.
Okay.
But women play a part just like the man plays a part. Is there anything else that you would like to add, Miss Shayla?
No, I'm just glad to be here. I've enjoyed myself and I look to being back.
Oh, we enjoyed you too, and we would love to definitely have you back. You know, Jamel, he was like our R&B singer, just attached to the mic tonight. The first mic, you know what I'm saying? But this was actually our first big podcast, you know what I'm saying? This is the very first one, and we hope to have more like this and be able to have more women, so we get more women insight, because all we got is just what we got, men, you know what I'm saying? So we like to diversify and everything like that.
It's important.
And when we get into generational wealth and all that stuff, we also like to bring you on to that podcast.
I like to say something. Let's go Thunder. We just won the game against Minnesota. Yeah, go ahead.
But this is another episode. I'm Mr. 405 Peanut. Thank you for watching. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. And we're out. Thank you.